Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, May 22nd. A very active weather pattern continues for the eastern half of the nation. A strong cold front is working its way through the central plains today. It'll reach the east coast by early Friday. There can be some scattered thunderstorm activity up and down the I-95 corridor this afternoon and this evening, and any storm that forms later today or tonight can be on the strong side. What do I mean by that? Well, some brief heavy rain, perhaps even some high wind gusts and some hail later on today and tonight. There's an even better shot at some strong to perhaps severe thunderstorms in the eastern part of the country later tomorrow and tomorrow night as that strong cold front finally reaches the east coast. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. Here's that strong cold frontal system right now in the middle part of the country. There's a band of very heavy showers and thunderstorms throughout Louisiana right now. It's kind of driving to the south and east. There's a scattering of showers and thunderstorms here in the Mid-Atlantic region, and there certainly can be a shower or thunderstorm this afternoon or this evening up along the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philly to New York City. And again, any one of those storms can be quite strong later on today or tonight. This cold front slowly works its way to the east coast. Then it has some difficulty getting off the east coast. It'll slow down a bit for a while on Friday. That looks like it will allow for some mostly cloudy skies and even some residual showers on Friday, although it'll be much cooler on Friday compared to today or tomorrow. Finally, by the weekend, some clearing will move into the Mid-Atlantic region. This cool high pressure from Canada drops all the way from south central Canada into the northeastern part of the country over the weekend, and it'll be a chilly weekend, not conducive to going to the beach. It'll be perhaps struggling high temperatures to get out of the 60s in many mid-Atlantic locations, both Saturday and Sunday. Here's a current 500 millibar chart. We've shown this the past couple of days mainly because it has shown a very important ingredient to the severe weather outbreak, and here it is. A very cold upper level low pressure area continues to spin out there in the middle part of the country, slowly working its way to the east, and today's severe weather threat will slowly shift to the east with it in places like Detroit, Cincinnati, basically the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley. And again, there can be a few strong thunderstorms working their way all the way to the I-95 corridor later on today and tonight. Again, very active upper level feature here that will continue to cause the possibility of some severe weather in the eastern half of the nation over the next 36 hours or so. Here's an infrared, a colorized infrared satellite loop from the Penn State EWOL site. Lots of cold readings here, high clouds here associated with some strong thunderstorms moving into the southeastern part of the nation this morning. It's all clear now for the most part in Oklahoma, and Texas will clear out later on today as much cooler air and drier air moves into the center part of the nation. Again, you still kind of see a little spinning in the atmosphere here using this infrared satellite loop. That's associated with that strong upper level feature. By the way, that strong tornado, powerful tornado that initially was rated as an EF4 has been upgraded to an EF5, and 5 is the most intense type of tornado on the enhanced Fujita scale, and that is indicative of 200-mile plus winds associated with that tornado, making it an EF5 as of this morning. Again, all of this will continue to move to the south and east. We'll take a look at the radar next, but not much going on right now in the northeastern part of the country. But again, there can be some scattered strong thunderstorms to develop later on today into the evening hours. Well, let's take a look at a couple of different sectors of the country. This is a radar from the Penn State EWOL site. Again, not much going on right now in D.C., Philly, New York City region here, but this afternoon there can be shower and thunderstorm activity into the evening hours, and again, any one of those storms can become quite strong with some brief heavy rainfall, perhaps even some hail or high winds. Here's a line of thunderstorms moving into the eastern and central part of Tennessee, but it's pretty much falling apart this morning. But once the heating sets up again over the next few hours, this whole area should begin to build with some more numerous shower and thunderstorm activity. And here's a look at the south central states, and here is a quite an active line of showers and thunderstorms moving through Louisiana. Again, it's starting to slowly weaken as the hours go on here, but it's moving into the southeastern part of Louisiana. It's really weakening up here over the northern portion of this particular line. That will not affect the mid-Atlantic region. It certainly can redevelop and reform over the next several hours and hit parts of the southeastern U.S. with some heavy rain by this evening. Well, let's take a walk through the GFS forecast maps, surface forecast maps for at 12-hour increments from tonight to tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, and into Friday morning as that severe weather threat moves into the eastern part of the country. Again, there can be a strong thunderstorm this afternoon or this evening, and perhaps an even better shot at strong and maybe even severe thunderstorm activity tomorrow afternoon and evening. Here's the forecast map for this evening. Low pressure basically centered over the Great Lakes with a cold front down to the south central part of the country. An area of showers and thunderstorms just ahead of that front, and some activity here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, most of the time will be rain-free today into the evening, but this afternoon and evening certainly can present a shower or a thunderstorm, perhaps even a strong thunderstorm. Much cooler air driving into the northern part of the country, and that works its way to the Mid-Atlantic region by the weekend. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. Here's a cold frontal system now over the Ohio Valley. Some precipitation already, output well ahead of that front. Late night hours tonight into the early part of tomorrow morning. That'll be scattered showers and thunderstorms. This slowly moves to the east. Let's now take a look at the Thursday evening forecast map. And here it is for tomorrow evening. By this time, the strong cold front approaching the I-95 corridor. Keep in mind, this is a surface map. There's a strong upper level feature as well. The same system that is currently over the Central Plains slowly moves to the east along with this surface cold front. This can be certainly a band of strong to severe thunderstorms anywhere from New England down to the Carolinas later tomorrow into tomorrow night, containing some heavy rain, perhaps some high wind gusts and some hail. Let's now jump ahead to Friday morning. And here's the forecast map for Friday morning. Now, by this time, the cold front reaches the East Coast, but it starts to slow down a little bit. And you notice the isobars here are really right out of the north to the south, not really providing a big punch of dry, cool air that we normally see behind a cold front. In other words, not seeing a northwesterly flow here. So Friday definitely looks like it'll remain mostly cloudy up and down the I-95 corridor, albeit much cooler than Thursday. And showers can certainly linger, especially the farther northeast one goes. In New York City, for example, there can be a residual shower or two throughout the day, and certainly in the morning hours in the D.C. region. But again, Friday's a much cooler day, but remaining mostly cloudy as that frontal system takes its time working its way off the East Coast. Finally, by Saturday and throughout the weekend, this large area of Canadian cool high pressure moves into the Mid-Atlantic region, and it will be quite a cool weekend with temperatures way below normal for this time of the year. Stay tuned to the SIWeather.com over the next couple of days as the threat for strong to severe thunderstorms both today and tomorrow before we're headed to a very chilly weekend for this time of the year in the Mid-Atlantic region. That's it for now. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.